Hi there and welcome to the Pacific Coast Auto YouTube channel. My name is Derek Weldon and we're going to do a purchase review walk around of this 2002 Toyota Altezza. This one here is the RS200 edition, so that's rear wheel drive, 220 horsepower, Beams 3SGE engine. Probably the most refined of all the 3S engines, and that's non-turbo. Puts out just about the same amount of horsepower as it has displacement in liters, and so pretty cool engine, pretty cool package. 4 doors, small car, rear wheel drive, and with a reasonable amount of power. Okay, so let's take a look at the engine first off. Engine running condition seems to be fine. Coolant is good, but kind of Japanese spec. It's not really strong enough for really cold climates, and so get that changed if it's going to be driven in the winter, or just get it changed anyway. And oil looks like it was changed recently, so that's good. We have a Cusco strut tower bar here, as well as Blitz adjustable suspension, adjustable dampening, and height adjustment on there. And it's good that it has the height adjustment because the car isn't as low as you would typically see a car like this. And I have to say that that's probably due to the owner enjoying a car that you can actually drive on the street. Let's see if I can get this open. That's annoying to do one-handed. There we go. Ouch on my head. Okay, a stupid Toyota has the really heavy hood. I mean, lots of manufacturers do, but they put the hood prop up there, so difficult to see. Whew, made it. Okay, give you a peek at the car. Looks good with the aftermarket front aero kit, the work of motion wheels, the eye lines, front bumper. Pretty cool looking car, I think. In fact, we almost bought this one for our inventory before we ended up having a customer for it. So let's look at the auction sheet here. And I'm just going to translate this for you. This is the Japanese auction inspection sheet. And so 2002 Altezza RS200Z edition, 2000 cc engine, auction rate R with an interior exterior B. This vehicle was in a rear end accident, so the trunk floor and the end panel are dented. Seems like a very mild accident, and that's why we would consider this one for an inventory vehicle. 119, 447 kilometers. When you go over 100,000 kilometers, you tend to get a better condition vehicle for your money. You're still in the range of reliable cars that have a lot of life left in them, but the price goes down a lot by that time. Purchased from user. These are the notes from the seller. Aftermarket Navi with digital TV, toll collection box, aftermarket 18-inch wheels. Those are work wheels. Aftermarket aero parts on it. And here's the report from the auction. Interior is dirty and scratched, seat wear, trunk floor dented, end panel dented, front bumper underside scratched because it is pretty low, and aftermarket shift knob and exhaust, and dashboard has some glue marks on it. It's actually right underneath here. This has been installed, and it was installed with a glue that ran down the dashboard. I'll show you when we get in there. Looking at the body, it's actually pretty good. The only major problem here is we have a dent on the trunk from where a spoiler used to be, and then I guess too much downforce for the flimsy trunk, and so it dented there. And then we have a scratch on the rear bump, or the side skirt here on the right hand side. That is underneath the side skirt, so you can't see it very much. Okay, so let's finish there. We'll do the once around the car. And I think the rear spoiler is actually from a Civic Type R, and because it looks just like it, but I can't tell for certain if that's the case or not. But it is a really good looking spoiler on this car, and so if you have an Altezza, and in fact the Civic Type R spoiler does fit, I think it's a good option. Okay, those are the iconic Altezza tail lights on there. No covers on these ones. Notice it has a chassis hook there. It's actually a real one. One time we bought a car and they just put a decoration one on, and then the vessel company said, we can't actually load your car unless it has real chassis hooks, and that one was just attached to the bumper, owned by an idiot apparently. Okay, so good looking car. I think that the Altezza is a pretty good looking car. I think that at first it was a little bit strange looking, especially, let me just pull over around to the other side. The front end is stubby, and then the back end is short but tall. It kind of gives it an interesting look, especially for a rear wheel drive car. But the more I see it, the more I appreciate the looks for it. I like the character line that comes along here and then comes up to reach the corner. I think it's good looking. And it looks great when it's on the big wheels like this. 18-inch wheels, I think, are the perfect size for this car. And you can see that there's a little bit more room to go down more if you want, and then you can just dial that in with the adjustable suspension if you want. The inner cards, there's a hole cut in this one here, and then it's not put in properly. There's a scratch here, and then something to hold the front bumper on with zip ties, I guess in case you want to take your bumper off pretty quickly and put it back on super fast. Now, I have driven one of these with a turbocharger. They never came, I mean, they did come stock with a turbocharger in the the T280 version from Toyota, but they only made 200 of those, so it doesn't really count. Turbocharged ones I think are good, but the engine is already a high compression engine. I think it's like 11.4 to 1 compression or something, which is pretty high to be putting a turbocharger on, so you can't run that much boost. Kakimoto exhaust there. Have a better look at the spoiler, and I believe it's adjustable, but I don't know for certain. It is a 3-piece, separate pieces here from this one here, and then underneath there's a little thing that you can unscrew, and usually that's where you can put some adjustment into it, but I'm not 100% sure. Here you can see the trunk. You can see that dented section is not so bad, but it does have these places where the spoiler used to be on there. Urus, Haspo Racing, Goodyear work wheels, Dixel brake technology, Origin Labo, Trust, and something I can't read because that person didn't graduate kindergarten, doesn't actually know how to write anything. Kansai service, Blitz, Ings +1, total tuning support for STRET. Oh, Streetcar is missing one of the letters, competition, and Kakimoto Racing. So that stuff, and there's this stuff. It's missing the rain gutter covers, and so they'll still work as rain gutters, but it just looks a little bit weird. There's usually plastic that comes in and just makes this level with the top of the car, and the rain can get in under the plastic and then roll down here. Okay, aftermarket antenna up there. And let's go inside the car. Okay, I think these started in 1999, the Altezza, and at the time, people said that the interior was really cool, especially the speedometer. Kind of looks like a watch a little bit. Steering wheel seems to be in good shape. Wheels, I'm sorry, not wheels, these are seats. The seats are in good condition. No excessive wear over here or in this section here, no sagginess. They're a full manual seat. Okay. Here's the gauge set, so you get your kilometers an hour here, also digital over here, and then the tachometer right in the middle. Dashboard's a little bit weak. It has painted sections, and so this section here and over here has been painted, and you can tell a fake carbon fiber wrap is here, and then a different style of carbon fibers in the bottom section here. Nice chrome ring here, aftermarket shift knob, and then matching spin turn knob. Okay. It says searching for a channel there. So right now here's the Japanese TV is on. But I don't know how it works because I don't know technology very well. Power steering works well. Brakes and clutch seem to be really good. Engine revs normally. Aluminum pedals on there. Okay, the glue is over there. You can kind of see it dripping down. And then some scratches in this section here. Let's go into the back seat and we'll go into the trunk. I think it's a good size. It's sort of 3 Series size. I think I'd rather have one of these than a 3 Series, at least a non-M3 Series. It is a shame that they never got these cars with the 2JZ GTE. I realize that not the Altezza, the Lexus version comes with the 2J non-turbo, 220 horsepower. This one here is actually faster than that because of the 6-speed manual, even though the torque is lower and the power is about the same. It's a faster car because of the lower ratio gears, and I think that's pretty cool because you get the 4-cylinder, you get the engine way back in the chassis, and so you get better handling, lighter, and better gearing for the fast car driving. And the 2J in this is not that bad either. It's the same engine that's in the Soarer and the GS, and those are heavier cars, and so put it in a lighter car, and I think it's a pretty good package. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the video here. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Check out our comments section and also check out our website. There's a link to that in the description. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and have a nice day.